Okay, time for the December Cata Verdera member tip. So today we're going to talk about something that I see a lot up here when I'm teaching, which is that I feel people struggle to separate when they're working on something technique, right? Maybe you guys take a lesson from me or Robbie or Nick or Franklin, and you're up here and you're working on maybe, something in your rotation or something in your leg work or something how your feet work or something like that. I don't think those are great play feels, honestly. I wouldn't go play ping pong and think about what my shoulder or my knee or my foot was doing or how I turned my shoulders. I would use the paddle. And so I think that's a good analogy for golf, which is that this is your ping pong paddle. Wherever this swings and points at impact is what dictates where the ball goes. If it swung to the right of you with a slightly square to closed face, it would draw. If it swung to the left of you guys with a slightly open face, it would fade. If it swung kind of directly at you, it would be pretty neutral. It goes straight-ish. It might fall barely one way or another because the club is swinging on an arc, so it's hard to hit it dead straight. But it wouldn't have much curve. So when you play, I think you have to play with some sense of swinging this to the target, right? I think that almost all my top players, when I'm at PGA Tour events with students, when you listen to the other coaches at high-level events, at some point when they play the sport, they've got to get it back down to, something simple. Okay, so if you're working on something and you want to get in here and let's say you're working on your takeaway and you want to get this feel of, hey, I'm going to move the club in one piece as I swing it up to the top. I'm not saying no one's ever played well with a thought like that, because they have. I just think at speed, out on the course with a distance expectation and some sense of judgment and pressure, that I don't know that I'd want to be controlling only a backwards movement. If I need to throw a ball to you, I would have to move my arm towards you. I couldn't just take it back perfect. That doesn't mean I'll move my arm towards you to project the ball where I need to go. These are no different. At some point through impact, this club has to swing towards the target. So, suggestion, anytime you guys take lessons from any of us, make sure that you break it down into, hey, what am I working on technically that I might work on here at the gym? And then how do I transfer that to when I want to go play in the men's club championship or the women's invitational or, even just a charity scramble or just playing in a group with your friends on the weekend. So make sure you differentiate the two. I love a play feel to be some sense of how you're moving the club towards the target to produce whatever ball flight you want. And in doing that, if you wanted to work on, turning your left shoulder under your chin or, something in your legs or something in your balance or your rhythm, I think that's okay. But I would suggest keeping your play feel more down to something more simple. So if you guys have any questions, make sure to get a hold of the guys in the shop or come see me or Franklin for a lesson. And I hope you had a great Christmas, and I'll look forward to seeing you guys in the new year.